Well, unfortunately, different scene, same story. Myself, Tom, Doug back there, downtown here, our office, and a company I know well has closed in downtown Cincinnati, and it's kind of depressing. You can look in; it's an unbelievable restaurant, and there's nobody in there. It's lunchtime. Now, I know this situation a lot more than the other one. Let's talk about it. It's a brand downtown, heritage brand, 25 to 30 years. The owner sold to the owner that just closed it about 3 years ago. And unbelievable brand, great food, great product. Had a handful of locations for a while, and then went down to one location a while back. And it's in a prime place. It's in downtown Cincinnati. You can see the office buildings around me. It's a great location for a business, a lot of people around. But let's talk about why it closed, because some of the insight I have on it. Now, full disclosure, we helped them with some of their marketing, so I know it a little more in depth. Now, they weren't probably one of our smallest clients, and we did some help with some of their email marketing, mainly email marketing, and we gave them occasionally social media posts. But this client has a big following. And one thing with marketing for a place like this that I always talk to restaurants about is that when you got a place like this that has a built-in audience of these thousands of employees down here, you're paying a premium for this real estate. And so a lot of your marketing budget is taken by your rent, because your rent is your best advertising where you're located at. So in this place in downtown Cincinnati, right next to a couple huge companies, but they closed December 31st this year. Been open for a while. Like I said, the prior owner sold it about 3.5 years ago to the current owner, and she was an employee for a while of the company and then took it over. Now, a couple things I noticed, and I'm curious of your all's feedback, but here's some things I noticed myself coming in. And again, these are good people, so nothing against them. Obviously, everybody wins, everybody loses. That's what life's all about. But a couple things I noticed which caught me by surprise, and a couple things I heard feedback from people who are customers, and also feedback from people in the business. Number one thing that caught me by surprise a while back was they were always a Coke place where you had Coke on tap for 20 plus years. And I don't know about you, but myself and what consumer research shows is our taste bud, our palate associates food with a certain drink. Me, for example, Gold Star Chili, Mountain Dew. Penn Station, Mountain Dew. The one pizza place near our house, Grandma's, Coke. So I associate what I like to eat there with the drink. Well, out of nowhere, they switched from Coke to Pepsi. And it was, from what I understand, to save some money, a better contract, maybe better for the business. Well, you got to ask yourself, how many people for 10, 15, 20 years were coming here and getting a Coke or a Pepsi, or getting a Coke in this situation with their food, and didn't come back? Are you guys like that? Do you guys associate like a certain drink with a restaurant or with a food you go to?
Absolutely. In fact, I mean, there's another big brand that made a switch that had all kinds of feedback.
Frisch's.
And they ended up switching back because people knew them for their really cool ice, but also for the vanilla Cokes.
Yeah, vanilla Coke. So that was one thing. And when I heard they made the switch, we had a lot of feedback I heard from people on social media asking why. Now think about this. Might not look like a big deal. Let's say 10 people a day don't come to this restaurant due to that. Let's say it's 5. $50 a day, $10 a person, 5 times, that's $50. 5 days a week, so they're only open Monday through Friday, or they were. That's $250. That's $1,000 a month. That's $10,000 to $15,000 a year.
Yep.
Now, that's one element. That's a soft drink. A couple of things I had heard from people were about upkeep on the inside of the restaurant. It just wasn't what it used to be. One thing I had heard from prior people also was the turnover, the staff. That the staff used to be here all the time. It was a long time. And this staff had turnover. Now, what led to that, I don't know. That's obviously way above my head. I know where I'm at. I'm in the marketing world. But these different things led to a brand closing. So it's a sad day. It's a great brand. Maybe hopefully somebody can reopen it. It's been around for a while. Their salsa was amazing. Awesome food. But just another sad situation where they had marketing. Marketing wasn't the issue here. Their Burrito Addict Club, the old punch cards?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They actually had a lot of the loyalty punch cards, the old school ones. I always give a bad name. One of the negatives with this location was that the building, the Wi-Fi was terrible. The internet for phone, not Wi-Fi, the cellular service. And so they had like a lot of problems trying to do apps and things of that nature out here. So they had no choice. They used the old school punch card. But these people in these buildings loved them. There was just I mean, this is a huge company, Great American Insurance, but all these buildings, the people were always here with those punch cards and turning them in and claiming them. So they had a great grassroots marketing effort. They had a great visibility. And since we've been here, people are walking by, looking in, wondering what's going on. Looks like there was a sign on the door, but the tape looks like somebody ripped it off, or maybe it blew away. So another restaurant, another sad day. In this case, it wasn't like the last one. They're closed.
They're closed.
Yeah, they closed for good on December 31st. So I'm doing a video on. Sad day.
Okay.
Were you a Burrito Joe's fan? Yep.
That was not a setup.
That was not a setup. Don't know her. She didn't want to see us. She didn't want to be on camera.
I think she's sad.
Yeah, she's sad. I mean, that's the thing. You got a place like this. One thing I've heard when the prior owner, who's an awesome dude who I talked to a while back, was telling me, like, this place, you have people in these office buildings that, you know what, Monday's my Burrito Joe's day, and Thursday's my Gold Star Chili day, and Friday's my La Rosa's Pizza day or Chipotle day or whatever. They have a habit. So this place had the traffic. It had it. It's just a lot of little things that apparently in running the business, and maybe some other things I don't know about. But it comes down to a couple things you've got to make sure is that you listen to your customers. You know, staff turnover, not knowing your name, maybe not as quick a turnover as you had before, because these people come in, get lunch, and leave. You can't have them waiting around. But the big thing that caught my mind was when they changed from Coke to Pepsi. That really, to me, it was like done for maybe the wrong reasons. The old saying that you step over a dollar to get a dime, and there we go. More people looking for lunch. So there it is. Didn't want to have two videos in 2 weeks on closings, but business near my office, business near my house. Two different reasons. One that actually had the marketing, good portion of it. The other one which didn't. It's a sad day, but you got to have all of your eggs. You got to have all your things in line. You got to have a lot of different information from your customers on how to run it better, how to do it better, and all that good stuff. So, sad day. Anything you guys want to add, or are you just here for the ride?
No, we need to go get lunch somewhere now.
At lunch. See ya.